So this video, because a few people wanted to know how to trace. So this is how I did my Cookie Monster thing. So the first thing you hear in your page, so what you will do to get your stuff into your silhouette, you will go to Google, and I'm working on Cookie Monster Cookie Monster template, and this is the one that I'm working on. So I just go to image, and I have over here, where was it? Right here. So I'm gonna use this one to make it. So what I did was, you would just right click on it and this thing comes out. So then you would just copy image, and then you will go and click on your silhouette, and you will just right click and paste, and this is what comes out. So this is what we're going to be using. So after we are here, let me make it bigger so you guys can see better. So after we're here, we will go to this little butterfly thing, which is the trace panel. We will click on it, and then we will click on trace area. So after we click on trace area, we just go ahead and click the whole thing, left click, and drag the whole thing to open. As you can see, we're here, but this line doesn't seem as good because you can see black dot, and that would not cut right. So we're just gonna work with this threshold and see if it gets better. We do, okay, you see right there, that's perfect. All the lines are clean. So we just hit trace. So it will leave us with this. Now we don't need this no more because we will just work with this red one. So what we will do is we just click on it, and then right click, and then we'll go to release compound path. And what that does is release each pieces and put it separately. So we're gonna use this one. Let's use the big one. So let's use this one. Let me see. Yeah. So we're gonna delete this one. So we are here. What we need to do now is put these things together, because this is what we're gonna be using. So for example, this is the eye that we're gonna use. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go to color it. I'm gonna color the line. So to do that, you go to line color, which is this little line over here. So I'm gonna color my two eyes. I'm gonna color them. No, black. Wait, I colored the eyeball, which I will still do, but it's just this one too. Okay, perfect. So now this is the eye that's gonna go right here. So I will just place it into place right there, and then I will do the same thing with the other eye and place it right there. So then I will do the same thing with this one, but I'm gonna fill in color. So you go to fill, and then you just press black, because this is the eyeball, and we just press black. So when we're gonna cut, we know what color we're gonna cut, and we don't get confused. So then I'm gonna set him up, like each part one by one. This is the hand. So we're gonna put the hand where it goes, right there. And then we're gonna use the other hand. Make sure we choose the right one. Let's put the hands right there, and then we're gonna need the feet, and it's right. Let me see something. Perfect. And we're gonna do the feet and put it right there. I think it's the other feet better. This one, yeah. Okay, yeah. Right there. And then we're gonna do the other feet. Because remember, there was two little silhouette. So I chose this one, the biggest one. So we gotta make sure we choose the right thing. So there we go. Now we need the mouth. So I'm gonna take the mouth away. I'm gonna right click on it, and then I'm gonna go here to transform, and then I'm gonna press this little arrow, and then we're gonna just flip it around. We leaves us right here, and then this will be the mouth. So there you have it. So we have it, we have the whole thing complete already. So now what I will do is I will just select the whole thing, I will right click, and then I will group it. So now we don't need none of these parts. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete. So what I will do next is I'm gonna make this as big as I'm gonna make it, which I think I'm gonna make it 13. Let's put it a little bit so you guys go. This is how big I'm gonna do it. I'm trying to make it big. So it depends the size that you want to make it. So you just make it big, and let's make it a little bigger. Okay, right there. So after we know this is the size that we want, we're gonna right click again, and we're gonna ungroup it, and then everything we're gonna take it apart, because all these little parts already, we already know that they could fit in our mat and we could cut it. So the only thing we need to do is cut it and then put it together. So I would just take all of these off, and the feet, let's take it off, and this feet. So that leaves us with this. And as we all know, this will not fit in our mat. So what we will do next is I will just take one of this little square, make a little square, and then I'm gonna turn this square red, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put the size of my page, before I forget, it's on 8.5, but the paper that I'm gonna do is 12 inches. So I'm gonna put 12, and this one is 12 as well, 12. So this is the same, this is my mat, the size of my mat right now. So let me take this away a little bit, oops. Yes, so now I'm gonna drag this here, right? Okay, so we're gonna make sure it fits. So as you can see, this don't fit. So the other one that I did is bigger than this one, but if you make it bigger, I will show you too how to cut it apart. So what I did next is just I made another, oh, I already made my square, forget it. I forgot that I got my little square here. So what I do next is I'm gonna click on this and drag it and make it big. Maybe I'm gonna cut it. Okay, I'm gonna cut it right here. And the reason why I'm gonna cut it right there is because you see these feet? I'm gonna put the feet there, and it's gonna cover this line. It's gonna cover and it won't show. So I don't want the line to show when I tape it together. I don't want it to show. So I'm gonna put the feet on top, and that's gonna help me out. So after I select the whole thing, after I cover the whole thing where I want to cut, the only thing I will do, I will select the whole thing. So I will right click on the whole thing. And then after I select the whole thing, I will go here to modify, and then I will hit divide. So it's gonna divide it now. So now that we're here, this is what happened. This comes off, and this is the other part. So there you have the whole thing, the whole shape. So now what you will do is you will cut it this separately, and then you will cut this, and then you will cut all these little pieces into, this is white, so you will cut white. The mouth is black, you will cut it in black. And then I'm gonna show you, this is how we do it in the machine. Now I'm gonna show you how I put it together. Okay, you guys, so now we are here. As you can see, these are the part that I cut out. Everything is cut out. The hands, the feet, and mine was bigger than the one that I did. So what I did, I cut it in half, and then I cut this little piece, because if I would have done it like that, it would not fit on the mat on 12 by 12, because this one is bigger than the one that I did before. So this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna just flip it, and then I'm just gonna try to put it together. So after I flip it, I'm gonna level it up and make sure everything is good. And after that, I'm gonna go ahead and take some double-sided tape, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tape it right there. So I'm gonna tape all this. I'm gonna tape the whole thing. I'm gonna put it together, and I'm gonna tape it one by one. Really see it. So this is, you see how I have the line here and the line here? This is where you have to make sure that when you cut in any figures, that this is what this came for. That's why I cut it there, because this one is line. No, this is not the big, this one. So this one, I'm gonna put it right here, which means, you see, that's gonna cover that line right there. And then I'm gonna put this here, and that's gonna cover, let me put it on top, that's gonna cover, that line is gonna be done. And then the same thing, it will be here. I'm gonna put it right here, and then I'm gonna put the feet right here. So all the line is gonna be covered. So the only line you, which it doesn't matter because you can't really see it much, but what I'm working on is making a cookie. So I'm gonna put the cookie right here, and then I'm just gonna continue and do this whole thing, and then I'm gonna show you guys how it came out. So this is how you make the Cookie Monster. I hope you guys liked it.